Everywhere across the world on New Year's Eve, there are simultaneously thousands of fights breaking out in different locations because there is always going to be a bunch of young men with a reason to celebrate. Not a great reason, but a reason to celebrate. They get drunk and then they fight each other. Just a couple of days ago, these people came to me and told me that they were also drunk. They also got into a fight with another group of people, and just because the other group of people who apparently were the ones who actually antagonized these people, but were the ones who suffered greater injuries than the people who came to me, they went and filed an FIR. They got an FIR registered, they filed a complaint, they got an FIR registered, and now the police is after them. Their anticipatory bail application was just rejected by the Sessions Court, and they were exploring whether to engage me or any other lawyer for their anticipatory bail before the High Court. And this brings me back to this one thing that I've talked about on so many occasions, but just as a revision, I say it again. Anytime you get into any sort of a fight, a brawl, anything at all, where you are not wrong, perhaps the other person was the instigator, yet even if you have, say, CCTV footage, even if you have, anything else, it doesn't matter. Once the other party gets an FIR registered against you, or even files a complaint prior to you, or even calls up the 100 number prior to you, right? There is a very, very big chance, unless the side who has called, unless someone has died on your side in this group brawl, in all probability, even if you have suffered more injuries just because the other side has made the call first, there is a far greater chance that they will be able to get an FIR registered, and they will be able to impose, or they will be able to ensure that you are at the receiving end of police or the justice system coming and wanting to arrest the person. And therefore, no matter what kind of a fight you get into, I say it is always very, very prudent to, at the very least, call up 100 number, submit your complaint, and make a record of the fact that you did make a complaint to the police. Because what happened in this case, and what happens ever so often, all of these people were drunk, they got into this fight, everyone suffered injuries, some people more than the other, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that the other side, after having gotten sober, after a period of almost 12 to 16 hours, then goes to the police, gives the complaint, pays a little money, gets the FIR registered, and then gets a medical legal certificate registered which shows these grievous injuries. And all of a sudden, a small drunken brawl in the middle of a street becomes an elaborate plan which involves attempt to murder of the complainant persons. Every time this happens, I feel really sad for the person sitting in front of me who is now running helter-skelter trying to seek bail. And to a great extent, the system also understands. The police understand this. The judges understand this. Their only reasoning is, भाई हम तो शरीफ लोग हैं, हम अपने घर में बैठते हैं, हम जाके किसी से लड़ाई झगड़ा नहीं करते हैं. So if this person gets into a brawl, doesn't matter that he actually was not the perpetrator and it was an equal fight, yet the fact remains that there is this fight in which this person is also named as an accused person. Therefore, we don't care. Let this gunda, mawali, spend some time in jail and learn his lesson. And with this kind of a mindset, the cops are after you. of course, they have their other motivations as well. They know that if they come to arrest you, your family members will be much more likely to offer them money. The judges come with this aforementioned thought process, in gundo ko andar rakho. And that is why, you might be completely innocent, or you might be complicit or involved enough to be an equal participant in that fight. Yet, at least to my mind, you, at least as a defense attorney, you don't deserve to go to jail when the other person is not going to jail. And so, to ensure that there is a little bit of chance that you can have for yourself to be able to save yourself from these false allegations, especially in a free fight brawl between two groups of people, ensure that the first moment you get, you call up the police, you go to the police station, you get your complaint registered, and you go get your MLC done. If you don't, you'll also be running around spending lakhs on lawyers trying to get that elusive anticipatory bail or regular bail.